Welcome back to your channel named Coins Buyers. Today, we're diving into an incredible coin, the 1986 D Lincoln penny. Believe it or not, this little copper coin could be worth a whopping $81 million in today's collector market. So, if you have any 1986 D pennies lying around, you'll want to stick around till the end to find out why this coin has become such a coveted treasure. To understand why this penny is so valuable, let's rewind a bit to its origins. The Lincoln penny was first introduced in 1909 to commemorate the 100th anniversary of Abraham Lincoln's birth. It was the first U.S. coin to feature an American president. The D mint mark on this coin tells us that it was minted in Denver, Colorado. In 1986, the Denver Mint struck millions of these pennies as part of the regular mintage, with the intention that they'd simply circulate as everyday currency. Little did anyone expect, though, that a select few of these coins would become the stuff of legends. The mint mark on a penny indicates where it was produced. In the case of this 1986 penny, the D signifies that it was made at the Denver Mint. Mint marks are important to collectors because certain mints have lower mintage numbers or unique minting processes that can create distinct characteristics on coins. Over time, these small distinctions make certain coins rarer and more desirable. In the world of coin collecting, mint marks can mean everything. Collectors pay attention to these details because they impact a coin's rarity and therefore its value. The 1986 D penny is particularly special because some versions of this coin possess unique qualities that drive collectors wild. So why is this particular 1986 D penny valued at $81 million? First, the historical context of the coin adds value. Coins from the 1980s are seen as modern collectibles, yet they are still old enough to be desirable. But the real kicker here is an extremely rare error that's found on only a handful of these 1986 D pennies. Some coins exhibit a very subtle minting error, which was likely caused by a worn die at the Denver Mint. This kind of error can result in faint doubling, especially in areas like Lincoln's profile or in the text on the coin. When these error coins make it out of the mint and into circulation, they become hot commodities for collectors. These minting errors and anomalies make certain 1986 D pennies worth a fortune. In fact, a few of these coins have even fetched millions of dollars at auctions because of their rarity and unique features. The fewer the error coins are in circulation, the higher the value collectors are willing to pay. Now let's talk numbers. This specific 1986 D penny is valued at $81 million on the collector's market. Yes, you heard that right. Most 1986 D pennies are still worth their face value, just 1 cent. However, if you own one with the specific error characteristics, that penny could be your golden ticket to a massive fortune. Factors like the coin's condition, grading, and any unique minting errors determine its value. If it's in mint condition with a certified error, you could be looking at a 6-figure payday, if not more. And remember, these aren't coins you'll just find in pocket change. Most have been carefully collected, graded, and authenticated by coin experts. So how can you tell if your 1986 D penny is valuable? Here are some tips. Inspect the coin carefully. Start by looking closely at the details of Lincoln's profile and the lettering on the coin. If you see signs of doubling or other anomalies, you might have a valuable error coin on your hands. Check the condition. Coins in pristine condition are worth more. Look for minimal wear, strong definition, and no scratches. Get the coin graded. Consider having it graded by a professional service like PCGS or NGC. Certified coins with documented errors are much more appealing to collectors and command higher prices. Grading companies can certify your coin's condition and error status, and this alone can increase its value by tens of thousands. Coin collecting is a world of its own, and rare finds like the 1986 D penny prove that what may seem like an ordinary object could actually be worth millions. This coin is a prime example of how a small piece of American history can turn into a serious investment. If you're interested in collecting, look out for coins with unique mint marks, error details, or rare dates. So, that wraps up our dive into the 1986 D Lincoln penny. Imagine owning a single penny that could be worth $81 million. If you enjoyed learning about the hidden value behind everyday coins, make sure to give this video a thumbs up, subscribe to your channel name, and hit the bell icon so you don't miss out on our future videos on rare coins and collectibles. And remember, next time you come across an old penny, take a closer look. It might just be a piece of history worth a fortune. This script provides a comprehensive look at the 1986 D penny story and worth while maintaining an engaging and accessible tone. This approach is sure to captivate viewers and leave them excited about the world of coin collecting. Today, we're diving into the fascinating story of a small but mighty coin, the 1975 D Lincoln penny. You may have one of these pennies in your pocket, but did you know that a rare version of it could be worth as much as $80 million? Yes, you heard that right. Let's go back to the 1970s for a moment. It was an era of change in the United States, politically, culturally, and yes, even economically. While inflation was on the rise, coin collecting was gaining popularity. Coins from certain years, and with specific mint marks, were becoming highly sought after. And one of those coins, the 1975 D Lincoln penny, was about to leave a big mark on the world of numismatics. So why is the 1975 D penny such a big deal? The D mint mark on the penny indicates it was minted in Denver. The Denver Mint has long been a hub for producing U.S. coins, particularly pennies, since the early 1900s. Pennies from Denver often have smaller production errors or unique qualities, making some years stand out as incredibly rare. In 1975, pennies were produced in massive numbers, but even with millions minted, certain characteristics make some of them very valuable. Some of these pennies from Denver display rare errors or specific qualities that make them prized among collectors. Most 1975 D pennies are standard, but certain ones have unique characteristics that give them astronomical value. Here's what to look for in this rare penny: minting errors. Some 1975 D pennies were accidentally double die struck or have other misprint errors. Double die errors mean that the design on the penny, often the date or lettering, is slightly duplicated. To collectors, such errors can make a coin worth thousands, or even millions. Condition and grade: the better the condition, the higher the value. Coins graded by PCGS or NGC in mint state or near perfect condition are worth much more. For this 1975 D penny, finding one in pristine, uncirculated condition is rare. Only a few may have survived without wear and tear over decades, which could push their value into the millions. Composition and metal value: by 1975, the U.S. Mint was experimenting with different metal compositions, mainly copper and zinc. Coins with rare or unusual metal compositions can be extremely valuable. Now, let's talk about the big numbers, the $80 million valuation. How can a small copper penny command such a high price? First, it's essential to know that this valuation is likely based on unique qualities combined with market demand among high-end collectors. If an extremely rare 1975 D penny in pristine condition, with unique errors, surfaces, collectors might see it as a once-in-a-lifetime find and be willing to pay millions for it. Historical sales of rare coins have shown that specific pennies, like the 1943 copper penny or the 1955 double die penny, have auctioned for up to 7 figures due to their rarity and demand. The hypothetical $80 million valuation for a 1975 D penny would only be achievable if it meets all these extreme collectors' requirements. Even though $80 million may sound incredible, most 1975 D pennies are not worth that much. The average 1975 D penny in circulated condition sells for just a few cents to a few dollars. However, if you have one in pristine, uncirculated condition, you could be looking at hundreds or thousands of dollars. If you're lucky enough to find a 1975 D penny with mint errors, such as doubling on the date or lettering, take it to a certified coin grader for evaluation. If you believe you've hit the jackpot with a rare composition, then grading by professional organizations like PCGS or NGC can maximize its value. Grading not only proves authenticity, but adds to the penny's worth. If you're interested in finding one of these rare pennies, start by looking through old collections, or even family jars where coins from the 1970s might be hiding. Many collectors recommend using a magnifying glass or microscope to spot any unique errors or details on the coin. Pay close attention to the mint mark, date, and any potential doubling on the letters or numbers. Remember, even if you don't find that $80 million jackpot, other rare pennies can still be valuable. Coins from the 1970s with high-grade conditions or errors are always in demand. The 1975 D Lincoln penny stands as a reminder of the hidden treasures that could be right in our pocket change. Even though not every penny from this year will bring in millions, the possibility of owning a valuable piece of history is always exciting. So, the next time you come across a 1975 D penny, take a closer look. You might just have a piece of numismatic history in your hand. And who knows, it might be worth much more than just 1 cent. Thank you for joining us today. If you enjoyed learning about this incredible 1975 D penny, please hit the like button, share this video, and subscribe to our channel for more fascinating coin stories. Until next time, happy hunting, and may you discover treasure in your change. This script will take viewers through the historical context, unique aspects, and potential value of the 1975 D Lincoln penny, blending education with excitement about the world of coin collecting. Today, we're diving deep into a little copper coin that could turn into a big payday, the 1993 Lincoln penny with a mint mark. You might be holding onto one right now and not even know it could be worth up to $8.2 million. Yes, you heard that right. So grab your pennies and get ready to discover why this specific Lincoln penny could make you a millionaire. Before we jump into why the 1993 penny is so valuable, let's go back to when the Lincoln penny was first minted. Introduced in 1909 to commemorate the 100th anniversary of Abraham Lincoln's birth, it was the first American coin to feature a real historical figure. This small coin was designed by sculptor Victor David Brenner and became an instant American classic, with the iconic image of Lincoln on the front. So why is the 1993 penny so special? While most 1993 pennies are pretty common, there are some variations that collectors find especially valuable. Pennies from 1993 with a D or S mint mark were minted in Denver or San Francisco, while pennies without a mint mark were made in Philadelphia. But the real value lies in the rarity of certain variations and the pristine condition of these coins. Now, let's get to the million-dollar question. What makes a 1993 penny worth so much? The answer boils down to 4 key factors: mint mark, rarity, condition, and errors. Let's break these down. Mint mark. Collectors particularly look for the S mint mark, as San Francisco minted coins often have lower production numbers, making them scarcer. Condition. The value skyrockets for pennies in mint or near mint condition. Coins graded in the top category, like MS-68 or MS-69, are incredibly rare for 1993 and can be worth thousands to millions. Errors. Error coins, like double dies, off-centers, or mid-strikes, are even rarer and are prized by collectors. For example, if you find a 1993 penny with a double die error, you could be looking at a life-changing amount of money. Rarity and demand. High demand and limited availability for pristine, high-grade 1993 pennies play a huge role in driving up the market value. Let's talk numbers. The highest grade pennies from 1993 have been known to sell for staggering amounts. Recently, a perfect MS-68 grade penny sold for $8.2 million at auction. But even in slightly lower grades, these pennies can fetch thousands of dollars. Here's a breakdown of the typical prices you might see. Average circulated condition. These are common and generally worth their face value or a little more. MS-60 to MS-64. These grades can be valued between $50 to $1,000, depending on mint mark and demand. MS-65 and above. High-grade coins in top condition are rare and can sell for tens of thousands. And if you're lucky enough to have an MS-68 or an error penny, you could be holding a 7-figure treasure. So how can you make sure your 1993 penny is in the best condition possible? And how can you identify its value? Here are some quick tips. Inspect closely. Use a magnifying glass or a microscope to spot any errors like doubling or mint mark misplacements. Handle with care. Avoid touching the face of the coin. Use gloves and store it in a protective sleeve or case to avoid scratches. Get it graded. If you think you've got a high-grade penny, consider sending it to a professional grading service like PCGS or NGC. A top grade can be the difference between a few bucks and a few million. Ready to cash in? Here are some ways to sell your 1993 penny. Platforms like eBay or heritage auctions are popular, but be sure to set a reserve price so you don't sell it for less than it's worth. Local coin dealers. This is a more immediate way to get cash, but do your research on reputable dealers who won't undervalue your coin. Coin shows and expos. Meeting with collectors in person at these events can also be an excellent way to negotiate for the best price. There you have it, the 1993 Lincoln penny. It may be small, but it's packed with value, history, and the potential for a big payday. Whether you're a coin collector or just found a lucky penny, remember to check your change carefully. You never know when you could be holding on to $8.2 million. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that bell for more coin discoveries. Thanks for watching, and see you next time on Channel Name. Today, we're diving into the fascinating story behind the 1996 Lincoln penny with a mint mark, its history, its surprising value, and why some are estimated to be worth a staggering $83 million. The 1996 Lincoln penny might look like an ordinary penny to most, but for coin enthusiasts and collectors, it holds incredible allure. The Lincoln penny series is known for its unique history and variety, but few could have predicted that a penny from this era could potentially be valued so high. Let's start with some history. The Lincoln penny was introduced in 1909 to commemorate the 100th anniversary of Abraham Lincoln's birth. Since then, the Lincoln penny design has become iconic, and it has remained in circulation longer than any other U.S. coin design. But the 1996 edition has its own story to tell. In 1996, the U.S. Mint produced billions of pennies across three main mint locations: Philadelphia, Denver, and San Francisco. Each penny from these mints carries a distinct mint mark: P for Philadelphia, D for Denver, and S for San Francisco, although Philadelphia coins often lack a visible mark. So, what makes the 1996 penny with a mint mark so valuable? There are a few reasons for this, including rare minting errors, high-quality finishes, and uncirculated examples. For instance, some of these pennies might have double die errors or other minor imperfections from the minting process. These can make the coin incredibly rare and valuable to collectors. Additionally, pristine or uncirculated pennies from 1996 are highly sought after. These coins are graded for their quality on a scale of 1 to 70, with coins scoring closer to 70 fetching the highest prices. It's these types of high-grade, rare error coins that can be worth an astonishing amount of money. Now, let's talk about the numbers. Most 1996 Lincoln pennies are worth only a few cents to collectors, especially if they're worn or damaged. But high-quality examples, especially those with unique features like mint errors, can be worth quite a bit. In fact, a few unique 1996 Lincoln pennies have caught the attention of top collectors, raising their market value significantly. Recent estimates have put the potential value of certain rare versions of the 1996 penny as high as $83 million. This may sound unbelievable for a penny, but rare coins have reached similar heights before, especially when collectors perceive them as one-of-a-kind items. The reason for this astronomical value? Simple supply and demand. Coins with unique mint errors, in pristine condition, and with historical significance can skyrocket in value if the right buyer comes along. So you might be wondering, how can I tell if my 1996 Lincoln penny is worth more than just 1 cent? Here are a few key features to look for. First, look for a mint mark. Most valuable versions of the 1996 penny have a clear mint mark, particularly from the D or S mints. The mark will be located just below the year on the coin. Check for any noticeable doubling in the design. This can happen during the minting process and is highly collectible. You might see it on Lincoln's profile, the date, or the words "In God We Trust." A double die error could make a huge difference in the coin's worth. Examine the condition. Coins that have been in circulation generally have wear and tear, but if your penny looks close to flawless, it could have uncirculated status. Coins in mint state (MS) conditions, particularly graded MS65 or higher, are especially valuable. If you think you might have a valuable 1996 penny, the next step is getting it graded by a professional. Services like the Professional Coin Grading Service (PCGS) or the Numismatic Guarantee Corporation (NGC) will assess the condition and authenticity of your coin. Grading typically costs a small fee but can significantly increase your coin's value if it's rated highly. Now that you know the history, unique features, and potential value of the 1996 Lincoln penny, maybe it's time to check your own penny jar. You might just be holding on to a fortune without even realizing it. And that's the magic of coin collecting. What might seem like an ordinary coin could turn out to be a historical treasure worth millions. So keep your eyes open and your change close. You never know what might turn up. Thanks for joining us on this incredible journey into the world of coins. If you enjoyed this video and want to see more content like this, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell. We have tons of videos exploring the hidden treasures in everyday items. Who knows, maybe the next video will be about a penny from your birth year that's worth millions. Until next time, happy collecting. This script captures the excitement and rarity of the 1996 Lincoln penny, providing viewers with historical background, key tips to identify valuable coins, and a call to action to check their own collections. Today, we're diving into the world of Lincoln pennies, with a close look at the 2000 Lincoln cent that collectors are talking about. This 1-cent coin, typically seen as pocket change, might be worth much more than you'd imagine. Some say up to $84 million in value. Yes, that's right. So, is this coin hiding a fortune in plain sight? Let's find out. First, let's go back in time and get to know the 2000 Lincoln cent. Since 1909, Lincoln pennies have been an iconic part of U.S. currency, featuring President Abraham Lincoln's profile on the obverse, or front, of the coin. The 2000 penny was no exception, with the same portrait designed by Victor David Brenner that has become instantly recognizable. By the year 2000, the Lincoln cent had undergone some design changes, but the classic obverse design stayed, with the Lincoln Memorial on the reverse side, honoring one of America's greatest leaders. But here's where things get exciting. The 2000 penny has become more than just an everyday coin. It's the mint mark and some unique conditions that have collectors scrambling to get their hands on it. So what makes the 2000 Lincoln penny so special? Let's talk about the mint marks. In 2000, pennies were minted in two major locations: Denver, identified by a D mint mark, and Philadelphia, which usually doesn't have a mint mark. But it's not just the mint mark that adds value to this penny. Some 2000 Lincoln cents also feature unusual characteristics like double dies, errors in striking, and other rare flaws that make them extremely valuable to collectors. When certain conditions are met, such as a high grade, an error in minting, or a rare mint mark, these pennies can go from a penny's worth to, you guessed it, millions. Now, let's talk about grading. Like any collectible coin, the value of a 2000 Lincoln penny depends heavily on its condition. Coins are graded on a scale from 1 to 70, with 70 being absolutely flawless. Coins in pristine, uncirculated condition, often known as mint state, MS, hold a much higher value. So, if you have a 2000 Lincoln penny with an MS68 or higher, it could fetch a hefty price on the market. Professional grading services like PCGS or NGC offer certification for coins and give an official grade, which gives collectors confidence in the coin's condition and value. So if you think you have a rare or pristine 2000 Lincoln penny, consider getting it graded. It could be the difference between a few dollars and, well, millions. Now, you've probably heard stories about the 2000 Lincoln penny being worth an incredible $84 million. But is it really possible for a coin with a face value of 1 cent to reach that kind of market price? Here's the truth. While $84 million is indeed an eye-popping figure, it's not entirely common for a 2000 penny. However, there are rare cases where certain coins, due to their errors, unique conditions, or historical value, do sell for astronomical prices at auctions. So, could it happen for the 2000 penny? It's unlikely without extraordinary characteristics like minting errors or pristine mint state grading. But it's still worth checking your penny. So how do you know if the penny you're holding could be a jackpot? First, look at the mint mark. If it has a D mint mark, check for any signs of errors, like doubled lettering or unusual wear patterns. Errors like double dies, off-center strikes, or other minting quirks can increase the value dramatically. Second, examine the condition. The better the condition, the higher the value. If your coin looks nearly new, with no major scratches or tarnish, it's definitely worth investigating further. And of course, getting it graded by professionals can seal the deal. If you've confirmed that you have a rare 2000 penny, where should you go next? Coin auctions, online marketplaces, and coin shows are all great places to sell or find buyers. Sites like eBay, heritage auctions, or great collections can provide platforms where collectors are often willing to pay top dollar. But be careful. Make sure to research before selling, and be aware of the average prices similar pennies are fetching. Although it's unlikely to reach $84 million, some rare pennies can still sell for tens of thousands of dollars. Nothing to scoff at for a penny. Alright, treasure hunters, that's our deep dive into the 2000 Lincoln penny. Remember, the coin's true value lies in its history, condition, and the stories it can tell. If you got one of these in your collection, inspect it closely. You never know, you could be sitting on a small fortune. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so you won't miss out on any more valuable coin insights. Let us know in the comments if you've ever found a unique penny like this. Thanks for watching, and keep hunting for those rare coins. This script covers the unique history, characteristics, and value potential of the 2000 Lincoln penny while building excitement for coin enthusiasts and viewers. Best of luck with your video! Today, we're diving into the world of rare coins and one of the most exciting finds out there, the 1842 Lincoln 1 cent penny. This is no ordinary coin. It's one that any collector dreams of owning. Why? Because today's value of this coin has skyrocketed to an astonishing $79 million in the current market. So sit back and let's dive into what makes this penny so unique, its historical journey, and, of course, why it's worth so much. Let's start with some history. The year 1842 was a special time in American coin minting. The penny was a crucial part of everyday transactions, and during this period, mints were experimenting with designs and materials, creating varieties that collectors find intriguing today. While most pennies from this era were known as large cents and didn't feature President Abraham Lincoln, the term Lincoln penny here refers to how collectors sometimes mislabel rare old cents in their fascination with their worth. In the 1840s, coins were produced with different mint marks to indicate the location where they were made. Mint marks like D for Denver and S for San Francisco became symbols of rarity for collectors. However, the 1842 penny doesn't display a mint mark, adding to its rarity as a piece from the Philadelphia Mint, the only location producing pennies at the time. So why is the 1842 penny so valuable? Let's break it down. First and foremost, the age and low mintage make this coin highly sought after. There were fewer than 2.7 million large cents produced in 1842, and even fewer have survived in good condition over the years. This low survival rate, coupled with the historical significance, has created a tremendous demand among collectors. Over the decades, the value of this penny has steadily increased. But what's driven it to today's mind-blowing $79 million price tag? For one, the rarity factor. Coins of this age, especially from the Philadelphia Mint, have experienced natural wear. High-grade versions with minimal wear are extremely rare. Coins graded by the Professional Coin Grading Service, PCGS, or Numismatic Guarantee Corporation, NGC, in top condition fetch the highest prices. One of the key aspects affecting the value of an 1842 penny, or any valuable coin really, is the condition. Grading scales like good, fine, very fine, and up to mint state give buyers a clear indication of a coin's wear and overall preservation. A mint state or nearly perfect 1842 penny is what every collector hopes to find, but there are only a handful known to exist, which raises the price significantly. This rare 1842 penny graded in mint state can command a value well above $79 million in today's collector's market. Now, let's go over what else makes this penny worth so much. Collectors look at historical significance, mintage, condition, and demand. For the 1842 penny, these factors align perfectly. As one of the oldest 1-cent coins in American history, the 1842 penny represents a piece of the past, holding a tangible link to the early 19th century. Its rarity means it only grows in value over time, especially as collectors try to complete their collections with such elusive pieces. But why do collectors pay millions for this 1-cent piece? In the world of rare coins, the appeal goes beyond metal value. It's about owning a part of history, and for many, it's an investment as well. The market for rare coins has only gotten stronger, and historical items like this have become highly prized assets. Add in the fact that few people own a pristine 1842 penny, and the demand easily pushes up the price to today's incredible $79 million. Thinking about getting into coin collecting, or even dreaming of finding an 1842 penny? Here are some quick tips. First, always buy from reputable dealers or auction houses with certified coins. If you're lucky enough to find an old penny in your own collection or from estate sales, be sure to have it graded by a professional service to determine its true market value. And don't forget, storing coins in the right conditions is key. Even a slight scratch can impact a coin's value dramatically. Coins like the 1842 penny should be kept in protective cases, away from moisture or any corrosive environment. And there you have it, the 1842 Lincoln penny, a small coin with a massive value. From its historical origins to its jaw-dropping $79 million price tag, this penny is the epitome of what collectors dream about. If you enjoyed this video, hit the like button, subscribe for more rare coin explorations, and let us know in the comments what rare coin you'd like us to cover next. Thanks for watching, and remember, sometimes, small treasures hold the biggest surprises. This script should capture the interest of both experienced collectors and new enthusiasts while delivering valuable insights into what makes the 1842 penny an extraordinary and coveted collectible. Today, we're uncovering the fascinating story behind the 1839 large cent, a highly sought-after relic that collectors dream of owning. Let's dive into its incredible history, design, and the jaw-dropping value this rare coin holds today. The 1839 large cent is part of a fascinating chapter in U.S. numismatic history. Back in the early 1800s, the United States Mint produced large copper cents, big, bold coins weighing over 10 grams each. These coins were often the largest denominations people carried in their pockets. During this period, the Mint was working to create a consistent, beautiful design that would represent America. Enter the Liberty head design, which featured Lady Liberty with flowing locks, a classic American symbol. But what makes the 1839 version so rare? 1839 was one of the years the Mint experimented with subtle changes to the Liberty head design. This particular year is known for multiple design variations and minor errors, features that make any surviving 1839 large cent especially valuable to collectors. Because copper deteriorates over time, finding an 1839 large cent in top condition is rare, making it worth a small fortune. One thing that adds to the appeal of the 1839 large cent is its unique mint variations. Most coins from this year were minted in Philadelphia, and as such, they do not carry a mint mark. However, collectors prize these coins for their variety in design and die marks, which were often different from batch to batch due to the hand engraving process. This includes small distinctions in Liberty's facial features, hair curl positions, and even edge beading. These tiny differences can mean the difference between a moderately valuable coin and a multi-million-dollar treasure. Now, let's talk about why certain 1839 large cents are worth so much. Collectors love variations, and coins that were accidentally struck with errors or unusual designs are the rarest and most valuable. One incredible example is an 1839 large cent in mint condition that recently sold at auction for a staggering $7.8 million. So what's behind this massive price tag? The answer lies in the 1839 large cent's rarity and condition. Coins from the 1830s weren't saved in large numbers because they were meant to be spent, not collected. And copper coins from this era are especially prone to wear and corrosion. A pristine 1839 large cent with no scratches, dents, or corrosion is a unicorn in the coin world, almost impossible to find. Recently, an 1839 large cent in what's called mint state, meaning it was barely circulated, fetched an astronomical $7.8 million at auction. Collectors were stunned, as this set a new record for large cents of this era. Condition and rarity truly drive up the price, and this coin ticked all the boxes for serious collectors. Now, you might be wondering if you could own one of these treasures. To identify a valuable 1839 large cent, here are some expert tips. First, check the condition. The less wear, the higher the value. Look for clear details on Lady Liberty's hair and the stars surrounding her profile. Second, pay attention to any unusual markings or errors. Certain 1839 large cents were made with die cracks or other production quirks that add significantly to their value. Some coins even have off-center strikes or double die errors that increase their desirability to collectors. If you think you have an 1839 large cent, consider taking it to a reputable coin dealer or appraiser to get an expert opinion on its value. The 1839 large cent isn't just a rare coin, it's an investment. Collecting rare coins has become a popular way to diversify wealth and hedge against inflation. For some investors, rare coins like the 1839 large cent can offer substantial returns over time. But beware, like any investment, coin collecting has its risks. It's essential to do your research, work with reputable dealers, and understand that prices can fluctuate. If you're new to coin collecting or investing, consider starting with more affordable coins to build your knowledge before diving into high-end investments like the 1839 large cent. The 1839 large cent is more than a piece of currency. It's a piece of American history and a timeless treasure. Its value isn't just in the metal, but in the story it tells about an era when America was still in its infancy. Whether you're a collector, an investor, or just someone who loves history, the 1839 large cent is a remarkable reminder of our past and a thrilling asset for the future. Today, we're diving deep into one of the most exciting topics in coin collecting, the rare and mysterious 1824 penny, a coin with an impressive history and a jaw-dropping market value of $77 million. Yes, you heard that right, $77 million. Whether you're a seasoned collector or new to the world of rare coins, stick around, because this story is a blend of history, mystery, and big money. Let's start with a bit of history. The 1824 penny is fascinating, especially considering that it's a 1-cent piece from the early years of American minting. Coins minted in this era were known for their distinctive designs, hand-punched mint marks, and limited numbers. Each coin was crafted with incredible attention to detail, making them true works of art. But why is the 1824 penny so special? In the 1820s, coins were struck manually, and the designs featured intricate depictions of liberty and other symbols of American ideals. The 1824 penny, known among collectors as the Lincoln-style penny, is rare, not just due to its age, but also due to limited production numbers and its association with certain mint mark anomalies. Now, let's talk about mint marks. The 1824 penny has a unique mint mark variation that makes it stand out among collectors. Mint marks on coins designate where they were made, and during the 1820s, there were few U.S. mints. However, the 1824 penny bears markings that indicate potential errors in its minting process, like double-stamped letters or slight misalignments. These quirks add to its allure. Some experts believe that due to a rare minting process, only a handful of these coins with specific mint mark irregularities exist. So you might be asking, what makes this coin worth a staggering $77 million in today's market? A few things drive up its price. First, its extreme rarity. Only a small number of 1824 pennies were ever produced, and far fewer still exist today. Second, the condition of the coin is crucial. The few that remain in mint or near mint condition can fetch astronomical prices at auction. One of these coins recently caught the attention of collectors and investors alike when it sold for $77 million, setting an unprecedented record in the rare coin market. Why such a high price? It comes down to its rarity, historical significance, and the near-perfect preservation of the coin, a condition virtually unheard of for coins from this time period. Let's break down what makes this penny so valuable. Age and historical context. The coin is over 200 years old, dating back to the early days of the United States. That alone gives it a rich historical significance. Mint mark peculiarity. The unique and possibly erroneous mint marks make each 1824 penny even more distinct. Collectors prize these quirks as they reveal insights into early minting techniques. Condition. Condition is everything in coin collecting. Coins in fine to uncirculated condition are much rarer and can command much higher prices. It's not easy to keep a copper penny from the 1820s in pristine condition, making high-quality specimens extremely valuable. Limited mintage. Only a limited number of pennies were struck in 1824, and of those, even fewer are still around today. Limited supply, coupled with high demand, drives prices up. These factors combined make this penny one of the most sought-after items in numismatics today. Now, if you're lucky enough to come across what you think is an 1824 penny, here are some tips to confirm its authenticity. Genuine 1824 pennies will have specific characteristics in terms of weight, color, and design details. Weight and metal composition. Authentic 1824 pennies have a specific weight due to their copper composition, so you'll want to verify it with a precise scale. Design details. Look closely at the design. The face of Liberty and the mint mark should match documented styles from the 1820s. Any major inconsistencies might indicate a counterfeit. Patina and age markings. Real copper coins from this era show natural oxidation, giving them a distinctive patina. Be wary of coins that look too new or shiny, as they may have been artificially aged. Finding an 1824 penny with these characteristics is like finding a piece of American history, and its potential value of $77 million makes it a real treasure. While it's unlikely to stumble upon one in pocket change, coin shows, auctions, and specialized collections are good places to start if you're serious about rare coin collecting. Whether you're drawn to the historical aspect or the thrill of the hunt, coins like the 1824 penny bring out the adventurer in all of us. With a record-breaking value and an unbeatable story, this coin continues to captivate collectors and history buffs alike. Thanks for tuning in. If you enjoyed this video and want to learn more about rare and valuable coins, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so you never miss a new story. And if you're a coin collector or enthusiast, let us know in the comments below. What's the rarest coin you've ever come across? Until next time, happy collecting. Background music swells as the screen fades out. This script covers the historical allure, valuation, and uniqueness of the 1824 penny in a way that both seasoned collectors and newcomers can appreciate. Let me know if you'd like to adjust any details or add more specifics.